there's always other jobs that come out because of tech and AI. How do you see that impacting the supply chain industry?
Well, I write a lot about this too in my book, Supply Chain Ups and Downs. I also wrote two articles about it for USA Today. One was about the pros of AI, and the other one was about the cons of AI, right? So, um, pros of AI. I mean, obviously, being able to transition from being tool to teacher, meaning that we are going to be able to achieve results through some of this programming that would take us years upon years upon years to replicate with human capabilities. And so we can get to levels of advancement so much faster than we could in the past. And I think that that's going to be very, very critical, especially in supply chain. We're looking at all different kinds of scenarios around, greenhouse, footprints, carbon footprints, and trying to reduce, because supply chain and global transport represent the eighth leading cause of greenhouse gases. So we all are trying to figure that out, and so many aspects of AI are being focused upon that. I've even seen things like, for example, just like boxes. Let's talk about that. Right sizing, making sure you have a box that looks at an item and creates the box in real time to be the perfect fit for that, to reduce excess waste. We all know about those Amazon packages you get. The box is this big, the items are small, there's airbags in it, whatever. That's a huge landfill issue,
Mhm.
right? And that's the concept of right sizing and cubing, right? And that's happening with AI, and that's happening in supply chain on the packaging side, which is important. It obviously then reduces dunnage and reduces space, which then increases the amount of products you can ship per unit, which gives more efficiency, especially when fuel surcharges are going up through the roof. So that's important. And we continue to see those aspects of AI which are very beneficial, and the mixture of humans and computers working hand in hand, not losing jobs but creating new jobs, as you said. The cons are which is very, very important, is one, where is the room for us to make mistakes anymore?
Mhm.
Like, some of our biggest breakthroughs in human history came through mistakes, including things like the discovery of penicillin, which was, medical breakthrough that saved millions and millions of lives, done by accident. Or where is the room for the creativity if all we want to do is kind of put it into Chat GPT and say, just write it for me? Where are you going to have those new creative or linguistic thinkers that are writing amazing pieces, or looking for that right word for a week until they find the right phrase or word? Will we lose that? Will we lose our creativity in exchange for convenience? This is a danger. I find that, what are we losing? We talk about what we're gaining. What are we losing? And there's many things to think about. And then the other thing that I think that is a negative side on the AI side of it is, what are the protocols in place to ensure that it's safe and that it works effectively, not just for the United States or otherwise, but in all different parts of the world? Because the rules and regulations that work in, let's say, Saudi Arabia or in Africa or in the United States are different from each other. So you can't have a one size fits all to AI, especially if you're talking about things like rules and laws to follow, and how that impacts either cultural or religious differences. There's so many areas where these things need to be tackled. So you'll never have like a one size fits all when it comes to AI. And so it has to be like IP specific and geographically specific. Even in the United States, we have 50 states. Each state has its own basically government and rules and laws. The laws that are in New York are not the same as the laws in California. We know that. Very different. They might as well be different countries sometimes. So how does that play into AI as well, the negative side? So, there's a lot to figure out here, and we cannot just rush blindly into convenience-based solutions without thinking about what we're losing, how we protect each other globally, not just within our own country and states, but globally. And how do we really kind of create a balance of technology meeting morality and meeting humanity? These are the things that I really think are very important.